America is just as unhinged. Don't worry. Trigger warning, my Q dad snapped and killed my family this morning. Yep, the internet ruined him. Growing up, my parents were extremely loving and happy people. I was at a special bond with both my parents. In 2020, after Trump lost, my dad started going down the Q rabbit hole. He kept reading conspiracy theories about the stolen election, Trump vaccines, etc. It's on Reddit. It's probably not real. But, I mean, it could be. If there's a news article attached to it, then yeah. It kept getting worse, and he verbally snapped at us a few times. Nothing physical, though. He never got physical with anybody. Well, around 4 a.m. September 11, he had an argument with my mother, and he decided to take out guns and shoot her, my dog, and my sister. My mother succumbed to her wounds, and my sister's in the hospital right now. My dad also fired back at the cops, and they killed him. I'm shocked. I don't even know what to say. Fuck you, QAnon. I hope the FBI tightens its grip on you, and your lackeys rot in prison and hell for poisoning so many people. Bro, that's insane. He literally fucking wrote on Reddit, like, his dad killed his mom. His dad killed his fucking mom and his sister, and he literally was like, I'm gonna write on Reddit. That's the reason why I thought, or her mom, sorry. Igor Landis, a 53-year-old Michigan man, was shot by the police after reportedly killing his wife and severely wounding one of his 2 daughters. Oh, it was a QAnon survivor support group? That makes sense. It's a support group for people who had lost people, you fucking himbo. That's crazy. It's crazy that there is a group like that exists, or rather has to fucking exist. It's also crazy that, like, that this obviously happened. He cut off his leg in front of them because God told him to. Wait, what? Oh, he was just like straight up schizophrenic, probably. Inside, police found Landis' wife, Tina, dead from multiple gunshot wounds to the back. Police also found one of Landis' daughters, Rachel, trying to crawl back home after being shot in the back and legs. Rachel told the police that her dad had shot her and her mother. Rachel was then taken to a hospital and is now in stable condition, thank God, following emergency surgery. Landis' family dog was also shot multiple times and killed. Though authorities have yet to identify Landis' wife and daughter, his other daughter, Rebecca, confirmed their names to the Detroit News. Rebecca was at her friend's house when the shooting occurred. So their father has always been prone to mental health issues, but he'd grown more agitated as he fell into the internet conspiracy theories involving QAnon, vaccines, and the lie that the 2020 election was stolen from Donald Trump. Fuck, man. Nobody could talk him out of them, Rebecca said, adding, it's really so shocking, but it really can happen to anybody. Right-wing extremism is not funny, and people need to watch their relatives. Dude, this is like, I mean, this is literally fucking, this is internet-induced mental illness. Like, you know how people say, like, hey, if you're schizophrenic, don't mix drugs, like, don't smoke weed. It might impact you in a way that you, in an unforeseeable way, you know what I mean? It might, like, trigger schizophrenia. Like, there's certain drugs that you're not supposed to do, right? You can get, like, a psychosis. I feel like if you have bouts of schizophrenia, you should not be on the internet for too long. Like, you shouldn't be allowed on Facebook for extended periods of time. Like, you might actually fucking snap. It's open source FBI tampering with deranged people to get them to do terrorism. No, I don't think it's always FBI, so open source FBI tampering, my friend. I think the entirety of the QAnon movement isn't like FBI. That's crazy. No, I think there's a very real, very legitimate, there are very real and very legitimate spaces on the internet that have been running with this like lolcow shit. And it's broken people's brains. Like, they just have no fucking way of comprehending this. They have no way of dealing with it. There's so much alienation. It's like, it's in every fucking outlet too. TikTok, Facebook, everywhere you go on the internet, there's like people that are openly fucking stating. People that are openly fucking trying to give you more brain disease. Yeah, Q was a poll thing. Exactly. It was on 4chan. QAnon started on 4chan. For those of you who don't know. For those of you who are unfamiliar. QAnon fucking started on 4chan as a joke, as a meme. Like, the Q security clearance is the reason why, you know, it was a message board where people basically were just like role playing as people with like high level security clearance that they did not actually have. And then it moved on to 8chan, and because people were like desperately looking for more like breadcrumbs and whatever. It was like an interactive detective game, right? And all of those same people that did the Pizzagate shit, they ran with the QAnon conspiracies at first. They gave it fire, and you know, these are some of the casualties. Ashley Babbitt was another one, you know. Ashley Babbitt was a fucking casualty. She was fucking QAnon pilled. She was Q pilled and fucking went into the Capitol and got shot. She got fucking domed. Then the 8chan admin took over as being Q. Yeah, Ron Watkins. Like, I don't know what to say, man. It's nuts. Anyway, let's get back to that one chatter who called the feds on his dad. Yeah. Yeah, we just talked about the Q dad snapping and shooting his fucking family. Anyway, cancer treatment and burials are canceled as well, which is fucking insane. But let's get back to the Emmys, and then we'll talk about the Queen, okay? I gotta pee, by the way.
We're out in force.
Tonight is a party. Turn up!
Television's biggest stars celebrating at the 74th Emmy Awards.
I mean, if it weren't for TV, what would we do in our free time? Read books?
Everyone's favorite soccer coach scoring gold.
Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso, winning for Outstanding Comedy, and its star and producer, Jason Sudeikis, repeating as MVP with Best Actor.
Quinta Brunson.
But Abbott Elementary is on the honor roll as well. Quinta Brunson taking home the Emmy for writing the comedy series about an underfunded elementary school in Philly. And Cheryl Lee Ralph winning for Best Supporting Actress.
I am an artist, and I know
the original Dream Girl, proving it's never too late for dreams to come true.
to anyone who has ever had a dream and thought your dream wasn't.
Chat, you're fucking cringing at like the ultimate theater kids behaving like ultimate theater kids. Yeah, of course they're gonna do cringe shit.
Couldn't come true. I am here to tell you that this is what believing looks like.
It was the ladies ruling the night.
Where are my big girls? Are they here?
Lizzo's Watch Out for the Big Girls with a big win for Outstanding Competition Series.
When I was a little girl, all I wanted to see was me in the media. Someone fat like me, black like me, beautiful like me.
Zendaya becoming
Wait, what was? I want to see the actual Lizzo thing. So, what is Ben Shapiro's take on it? Let's hear from the worst person of all time. So I'll end up liking what Lizzo said, because I watched parts of her speech and she was like, "We should do stories. We should do stories. We should just do more stories." And I was like, dude, I mean, I think we're doing that. That's kind of what people are doing. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I mean, it seems kind of, he's just upset someone overweight won something. Yeah, that's such a weird thing for Ben. Ben's like, a fat person winning an Emmy? That's disgusting. He's like, fat people should stay at home and keep eating donuts. I think she's talking about stories and perspectives she can relate to. I'm personally offended.
Apparently made the political statement of the evening. Only the best and brightest over here in our politics. Remember that she also made some statements at the MTV Awards or some such where she, I can't remember, was the Video Music Awards, was it? Where she got out there and she talked about how women were being victimized as one of the least victimized people on planet Earth.
All I'm going to say is this, bro. Listen, you can't talk shit on Lizzo until you can match her energy and agility, okay? Yeah, she might be overweight, but let me tell you something, okay? Yo, 1, she's a flautist, okay? 2, 1, she's a flautist, and 2, she's fucking insane, bro. I've never seen somebody like drop it down like that. I've never seen somebody just like fucking dancing for that long. At that point you can't. No, she is fat, simple as that. Wait, what do you mean? Yeah, I didn't say she's not. Like, she is overweight, yes. But who gives a fuck, bro? She literally has insane cardio. Like, what do you want? Just because someone is overweight, like, what do you want them to do? To fucking die? He says, simple as, she's fat. Okay. So what? That's so weird. It's like chatters will be like, she's fat, simple as that. Bitch, look at your mom and dad. Like, you're American. You know what I mean? If you live in the Western world, the likelihood that your immediate family members are obese is so fucking high, maybe you should shut the fuck up. I just don't know. I literally don't know anyone that is like, you know, anyone that is in shape like that can do that level of physical fitness.
Well, apparently at the Emmys, was she in a TV show that I missed? Was she up for an Emmy? I wasn't aware. Anyway, they brought out Lizzo to explain, I guess, more politics because she is one of our great voices.
When I was a little girl, all I wanted to see was me in the media. Someone fat like me, black like me, beautiful like me.
So the thing is, like, when someone says, like, hey, you don't usually have a lot of, like, you know, fat people in these sorts of positions, like, get promoted, it's not like she's saying, hey, everybody get fat. Like, it's fire. Being fat's cool. Also, it's not even political. She's not even saying anything that's political. Okay? She's just saying, don't shit on fat people for being fat. Ben's like, she's being political, so I'm going to shit on fat people for being fat. You know what I mean? She didn't even say anything like that. What is the politics of this? You know what I mean? She's like, yeah, it's cool to have, like, you know, it's cool to just allow and not vilify people like Ben Shapiro is literally doing for being black and fat. It's just always funny when people just say, my favorite thing here is always like when people get mad, they're like, bro, like, fat people, stop being fat, stop turning being fat into a political thing. It's like, bro, what are you talking about? Like you don't have to fucking fat shame people. Like, fat people can turn around and say, hey man, don't be a dick. You know what I mean? It's cool. She's not advocating to, like, kill you if you're, or jail you if you call a fat person fat. What's it to you, motherfucker? What, you think fat people don't know that they're fat? The only fat fucks that don't know they're fucking fat are the Republican couch potatoes who are unironically fat shaming every other fat person. I've never seen another person. Like, fat people know that they're fat, okay? They know all the time. Shut the fuck up. I know the mic clipped for a brief moment, okay? Shut up. Shut up. Swear to God, I'm going to end the stream. Shut the fuck up. It clipped for a second. It wasn't even that bad. I'm sick and tired of you motherfuckers acting like a brief moment of clipping is like the worst thing. You immediately throw up the way too danks.
And then everybody cheers. We're going to pretend that she's
If I could go back
gorgeous.
and tell
Okay.
little Lizzo something, I'd be like, you gonna see that person, but bitch is gonna have to be you.
She is her own hero. And what heroism it is. Okay, first of all, if she had wanted to see a hero of the media who'd won Emmys, who is overweight and black, we could talk about the literally most famous person on earth for most of her childhood. That would be Oprah Winfrey. Right? Oprah Winfrey's weight was a well-publicized struggle.
Bro, that's fucking nuts. Bro, okay. Bro, really? You're going to say Oprah Winfrey is fat? Dog, if Oprah Winfrey is fat, who's not fat? Like, Lizzo, I understand. Like, Lizzo is overweight, okay? Like, yeah, she's a bit overweight. But what the fuck, dude? Oprah Winfrey? What the fuck? Also, is there a quota on fat black women? Like, Ben's like, there was already one. There's already one. He's technically correct, but still racist. Like, no, he's just like, there's already one fat black woman. You can only get one, okay? But also, like, am I crazy? Like, I don't think... Are we calling Oprah Winfrey fat now? Like, I mean, I guess maybe people did back in the day or something. Like... When I was a kid, she was pretty meaty. Also, why the fat hate? Its base is disgust, which is a conservative characteristic. In the 80s, 90s, it was a big thing for her. Let's see, Oprah Winfrey fat. I want to see. Like, when the fuck was she fat, bro? Like, that's bananas. When? Isn't she a Weight Watchers spokesperson? She called herself fat. It's complicated. Yeah, but isn't that more of a testament to the fucking standards? The top left photo is her liposuction, post-liposuction. Shut the fuck up. No shot. That was also during the heroin chic, so that was considered fat in the 80s and 90s. Bro, she's like underweight here. That's crazy. Like that, when she was fat here, this is fat. He's being a logic nerd, but the point is not whether two black overweight women exist in media simultaneously, but Ben frames it in a way to make himself seem smart. Yeah, if anything, people saying Oprah Winfrey's fat is like more of a testament to how fucking ridiculous our standards of beauty and understanding of the body was in the era that she thought she was fat. Like, she's just a mom, dude. What the fuck? I mean, you know, she's not, but you get what I'm saying? Like, she's in that age. Like, yeah, people become more overweight over time. They're more sedentary. They get older. Their metabolism slows down. Holy fuck, dude. The 90s were so bad, nobody likes to remember that. It's insane. Like, she's like a normal, average woman of that age. Like, that's insane. Anyway, this is an opportunity to have that conversation about like ridiculous body standards of that era, not the other way around. She's just the most normal person.
for literally a couple of decades there. And she was the richest person in America. So there's that. But I guess Lizzo is the first of her name. Lizzo, Queen
Fuck.
Lizzo, first of her name. It's very exciting stuff there. Or alternatively, you know what? We could promote being not obese. I know this is an unpopular viewpoint, but it turns out that it's not the world's job to change its standards of beauty to meet the fact that you are significantly overweight. And it is.
Okay, beauty standards literally have shifted across cultures and throughout time. So what Ben Shapiro is saying is complete falsehoods, okay? Like, that is just not real. When Ben says, like, beauty standards have changed across time, I mean, our beauty standards, you cannot shift society into believing in your beauty standard. Like, no, that's the literal reason why you're mad, you fucking idiot. You're, like, somehow scared that they're going to be able to change beauty standards successfully. If beauty standards were just natural, okay, and they could not, it was like a natural rule, and you could not change it, then you wouldn't be fucking complaining about it, okay? Beauty standards are already insanely subjective. But like I've said time and time again, that, you know, beauty standards have changed throughout time. If you're going to make an argument about, like, you know, a medical condition or whatever the fuck, then that's the only area where you can make an argument. But, like, Lizzo is, like, the exception. Obviously, every doctor, EMT, first thing they fucking tell you is lose weight. Doctors will oftentimes, unironically, so hyper-focus on being overweight, if you are overweight, that they fail to catch other shit that's wrong with your body. This is a real phenomena in medicine, okay? But they're not even completely wrong. A lot of the issues that you might have are oftentimes caused by your weight. It's just the real truth of it all, right? However, having said all that, ultimately fat shaming or what Lizzo's doing, which is like combating fat shaming, is not going to move the needle in the other direction. And also, Lizzo herself is literally, from what I see and what I understand, healthy. She might be overweight, okay? She is. She looks overweight. But as far as I understand, she can contort like a motherfucker, okay? Them blood vessels contorting. Ironically, at her skinniest, she had an eating disorder. Yeah. Fat Shapiro fans are crying right now. No, man. Conservative fatties don't even fucking recognize it. The funniest part about it is that fat conservatives are the only people that don't recognize it and, like, and routinely fat shame other fat people. They're a very weird phenomena, a very weird specimen. They'll literally be out here being like, yo, you're fat. It's like, motherfucker, have you seen yourself? It's like the COVID deniers, you know what I mean? I'm healthy. Oh, you know, Hank, he died because he was fat. Bro, you look exactly like him. Maybe you should get the fucking vaccine. You know what I mean? I've only seen it, every fat person, including myself, okay? When I was obese as fuck, straight up obese, I knew I was fat. I'm still overweight. I know it. Why? Because I carry it with me every day. I know. You can't move as well as other people. Clothes don't look good on you. They're not made for you. Okay? Like, I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about when I was, okay? Obviously, I'm in much better shape now. But, like, I know. Fat people know they're fat. You don't have to fucking say, hey, you're fat. It's not going to be like a magical revelation for someone. No one is literally like, no one's literally going to be, no fat person's like, oh man, what? I'm fat? That's fucking crazy. That's crazy. Thank you so much. I'm cured now. You know? It's like fat people know they're fat all the time. You're just being a fucking dickhead. You're not helping anybody. And you're trying to moralize that behavior by acting like you're doing it for their own benefit, which is insane and really fucked up. And also, there is only empirical evidence to show the exact opposite of what you think. You're not helping people lose weight when you do that.
It's very unhealthy for you to be significantly overweight. The standards of beauty did not change enough to now encompass people who are at least 75 to 100 pounds overweight. It is not healthy for you. You will get diabetes. You will die early. I don't understand when it became heroism for you to stand up for a health condition that is largely of your own making. That is bizarre to me. Again, what is the message that you're promoting to children? We have a serious childhood obesity crisis in the United States. So let's say that you are young Lizzo and you're not seeing a bunch of fat, in her own words, fat black people on TV. Could that provide a spur for you not to gain tons of weight? Or is it the world's job to reflect back at you your own preference to remain overweight? And you can see this throughout our public culture right now. People are being punished for losing weight. That's how insane our quote-unquote tolerant moral regime has become. When Adele lost a bunch of weight, there were people who were angry at her for losing a lot of weight. How dare she? When another overweight black woman won an Oscar, Jennifer Hudson, and then she lost a lot of weight, there were people who were angry at Jennifer Hudson for losing a lot of weight. How could she? She has betrayed the fat community. It's not a community, guys. It's called, you need to have a lower caloric intake than the number of calories you are burning in order to live a healthy lifestyle. It turns out that the sort of acceptance movement, generally speaking, it is directly counter to morality in a number of ways. If you have a relative and that relative is really overweight, is the first thing you say to them, "I'm so proud of you that you're overweight"? Like, why do you have friends or family who are like that? Why would you want a society that says to people that it is good if they do bad things to their own body? Why is that an act of good? Even if you say, this is not the job of government, you're a libertarian. Okay, fine. I agree with a lot of that. But as a friend, like the people I'm closest to, members of my family, would I want that? There's a guy in my community. I'm good friends with him. And he had gained a lot of weight. And I said to him, what can I do to help facilitate your weight loss? Right? Let's do this. Let's go work out together.
Nerd,
I'll send you a
dude.
diet
Oh my
every day
God.
if you want.
What a fucking insane nerd. What can I help to facilitate your weight loss?
Isn't that a better thing to do than getting on national TV and saying that America isn't America unless people who are extremely overweight are made into heroes? It's such a weird, plus the self-absorption. I am my own hero. I guess I would have to be the person who's the most heroic to me. Well, congratulations, lady. I guess you made it. You are your own hero. That is extraordinary stuff. We're in a battle for the culture and for our values.